What's up, everybody? This is a review for the Mogics Power Donut. It's the box it came in. There's the Power Donut in all its glory. There is a instruction guide, stickers, and a EU prong. So the Mogics Power Donut is essentially a travel strip. It's a power travel strip in this incredibly small, well-designed form factor. Comes in this little kind of faux leather protective case. Definitely not waterproof. It shouldn't be. You shouldn't be going anywhere where you can get exposure to water anyway, so that's fine. It's flexible but protective. You can see where it would be good to be as a kind of a cushion, so nothing will get into the little grooves. Hopefully, well, I guess things could slip through the hole and get in, but that doesn't matter. Let's unzip this. You have the Mogics logo, and this is it. So let me show you how this works. So first of all, you take out the plug, and then, as the instruction guide details, you're supposed to kind of hold the cable at a 45-degree angle, and it'll get past these little indents that hold the cable in place. So let's just unroll this. And the total length of this, I think it's about like 1.5 feet or 2 feet. You know, it's a good distance. So the idea of this is that you take this end and you plug it in the wall, and then you've got all these inputs. You have these 2-prong US inputs here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 US inputs. And these are slightly larger on one side than the other, so it's to help in orienting and making sure that if you have a safety prong that has missed, one prong is larger than the other, then that should help. Oftentimes those come with the ground, like is shown here. So if you've got a ground, I don't think it's gonna work. I think technically you could plug it into here, and then the ground prong would go inside, but you won't be grounded. So be careful if you do use that, if you decide to use that as your configuration. Let me just wind this back in. Now I was thinking if they had a winding mechanism, that would be even better, but I don't think there's any space to cram that into, because this is such a well thought out design that they pretty much use all the real estate here. So it's kind of a pain to wind it up, but you only do this at the end of your trip or what have you. So let me just plug this back in to one of the main prongs. Here is a holder. So I forgot to mention that there are these 2 USB inputs. That's kind of neat. So plug this back in, and then what you do here is you just kind of pop this out from the back. So as I was saying, this Mogics unit, it's got this built-in travel adapter. So what you do is from the back or from this side, you just pop it out, and it comes out. Let me just show you the neat little features of this travel adapter. So this is the UK plug, or no, the EU plug. Take these gray tabs and pull out the prong until it snaps in place. You've got this red button. Push it in or slide it up, forget what it is, slide it up. Push the prongs in, and you're done. There's this EU, I think it might be an Asian adapter as well, so you pull that out, pop it back in. And then you've got this UK plug, which is essentially this EU prong with a safety plug here. And what you do is that you've got this gray tab, and you have to kind of pull it out, and then you turn it, and then you pop these guys out, and there you go. There's a UK plug. Rather ingenious, I think. And what you do is, with this, the prong here, you attach it into the wall using the UK adapter. And now I've got these 5 US 2-prong inputs for power, and I've got USB, 2 USB inputs. So I thought this is just very, very well designed. That's what sold me on this project. I got this on Kickstarter, and I put this away. Just kind of put these back in, and then you pop this guy back, put it back in. Now the only issue I have with this design is you've got this vertical line here, this groove, and it really serves no purpose. You'd think that you'd pull down on it, but that doesn't make any sense. If it had horizontal grooves this way, then it'd be easier to just slide out like that. Then you would know. You just slide out. Then you turn it, pop it back in. Got these EU prongs. Maybe one day they'll have a crazy plug that looks like this, but they don't. Thank God. Put that away. These away. That away. And then you pop this back into place. You've got this little circle here to tell you that matches with the ground plug for the US plug. And then you pop this back in, and there you go. So, as I was saying, I got this on Kickstarter. I thought the design was just really killer. I have another travel adapter that I used when I went to Europe for the first time, and it came with all these additional prongs. I've seen other adapters that are kind of like this small form factor, where you can take the plugs in and out, and I think that is a necessity to have in something so cumbersome as a adapter kit. But this, basically, I can travel to most continents and I can use this and have this power strip. Now, there is a fuse in here. Unplug before change fuse, it says. And underneath here, there's a fuse. So if there is a power overload, or if there's a surge in power, then the fuse will kick in and it'll prevent it from frying whatever's plugged into here, and you just switch out the fuse. So, it's not a full power strip, but it's got the surge protection, which is all you really need. So I think this is just a great unit. I am impressed with this. Quality's nice. It's just typical, plastic, but it feels pretty sturdy. You're not going to throw this around anyway, but yeah, it's very, very well thought out. Great design. I think I got it for $30 to $50 on Kickstarter. Sorry, that's not helpful. I'll post later if there are any questions about the actual price, but I was one of the early bird backers. And yeah, this is just a great design. I really like this. I'll just put it back in its case. So you just pop this in this way. And then you zip it up. I guess the case is nice to have. I suppose in theory you could pop this out this way. It's really not, you don't need to do that. The only other gripe I have with this is sometimes when let's see, let me pop this back in and do that. Sometimes these little prongs kind of come in and out. But they don't come in, they don't go come out all the way. It's not that big of a deal. Great product from Mogics. All right, thanks for watching.